Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back into the Bears Den, an NFL podcast with the Chicago Bears First Focus. I'm your host, Alec, and today here to discuss the Bears Cardinals upcoming Week 9 game. A little bit of preview, thoughts, what I would like to see from the Bears this week, and yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll get right into it. So first off, this is a must-win game for the Bears, and to me, this is kind of this is like the fork in the road moment for the Bears this season. This is they've hit the point of the road where there's two paths. They can go down the playoff, you know, contention type path where they're going to, build confidence and, fight for the playoffs, or they can go down the path of last week's loss against the Commanders has severely impacted this team and the season is going to go into kind of disaster mode for the rest of the year, right? Two ways that I really see this going. And so, must win, right? It's a very winnable game. You got the 4-4 Arizona Cardinals coming in, or we're going to Arizona, excuse me. But look, this is one that you got to have. In 3 weeks, Green Bay comes to town, right? We play Arizona, then we got New England next week, and then Green Bay after that. This week and next week are must-win games for the Bears. Bears have to win these two games. They have to go to 6-3, and then fight in the NFC North. Because if they can win these two games, okay, think about this way. And I don't want to get too ahead of myself because I feel like I was doing that earlier in the year. But if Bears are to go 2-0 over the next two games, 6-3, and then let's say they can split against the NFC North, which maybe they can, maybe they can't, right? Um, or maybe they just get 3 wins total, right? Maybe they sweep Minnesota and get a game off Detroit to Green Bay, whatever. We'll just say 3 wins for this example. That would put the Bears at 9 wins. And then they have a game against San Francisco, who's been banged up all year, and there's a game against Seattle. So you would like to think that one of those could be a win as well. So if the Bears can win these two games, and then get 3 wins from the division games, and then win one of those games, that's 10 wins, right? That could get them in the playoffs. But it all starts now. All that matters is this week, right? Because they were one bad play from being 5-2, but now they're 4-3. So this is now a must win. And Arizona, much like the Bears this year, it's kind of been a, what team are you going to get each week, right? Sometimes Arizona looks great. There was a game earlier in the year where Kyler Murray was having one of the best games of his career. The offense was moving, and James Conner was, being really efficient. Marvin Harrison was involved. And then there's some games where they can't really get anything going. Sounds like the Bears. So it just really depends on what we're going to get this week. What are the Bears going to be this week? Are they going to be the pre-bye week Bears? Or are they going to be the post-bye week Bears? Because the post-bye week Bears, look, they might be one of the worst teams in the league, right? Can't do anything for 3 quarters, right? The defense was doing all right. I get it. But it's a must-win. And Jaquan Brisker was ruled out today, so that's a big loss once again. A little bit concerning that it's been about a month now. We're approaching a month since he suffered the concussion, and he's still not through protocol. So clearly a serious injury. Health concerns. Usually it doesn't take this long. I feel like with Bears players, concussions take a while, but with other teams they kind of rush through it. So maybe the Bears handle it differently. I don't know. But obviously, if he's not healthy, I don't want him playing. That's not an injury to really play games with, right? Um, we'll see what the offensive line is looking like. There's been a lot of guys on the injury report. Unlikely Braxton Jones is going to play. Tev, maybe he'll play, right? Who knows? It's looking scary at the moment. I'm not gonna lie. As a Bears fan, guys, it's November 1st. It's looking scary right now. 2 weeks ago, going into the bye, it was looking good. Things were feeling great. The season has flipped on a dime, and now I'm concerned. And so the Bears are currently underdogs in this game, 1.5-point underdogs. I think you get 3 points for being at home, so technically, right, maybe they're the favorites. But it's a must win, and I want to see Shane Waldron go back to what he was using before the bye. Enough with the games. Enough with the being cute. Let's stop being dumb. Let's stop beating ourselves. Let's get the ball in the hands of our playmakers, and let's let them go do their jobs and win the game. Okay. Saw a stat this year on every single Roshan Johnson carry that he's taken within the 5-yard line, he's scored a touchdown on it. So I don't want to see no backup offensive lineman handoffs this week. I don't want to see no speed options, within the 3-yard line. Let's hand it to our guys and let's play an actual game of football, right? Because Arizona is a team that we can beat. Arizona, on paper, is probably a team that we should beat. I want to see Caleb get back into his rhythm. I personally feel that a lot of it was from the bye. The rust, getting back into it, big game. Let's get back into it. Let's get the rhythm going again. Let's get the guys involved. Let's pass the ball. Get Cole Kmet more than one catch. Because that's another thing that really bothers me with the Bears. I'm really sick and tired of 1 week Cole Kmet is the top guy and we're feeding him targets. And then the next game he gets one catch. Because he's a top 3 tight end in the league, in my opinion. So let's get him the ball. Let's get DeAndre Swift the ball. Let's get DJ Moore the ball, Keenan Allen. Let's get Rome more involved. I would love to see Rome because, look, the backlash is starting to come towards Ryan Poles, right? I see it online all week. Was Rome Odunze the right pick, right? When we needed offensive line, we could have taken an offensive lineman in the draft. But we took Rome Odunze to help Caleb. So let's actually call plays that get Rome the ball. Because when he gets the ball, he's special. And he gets open. He is a special route runner. He is continuously dicing up veteran corners. So let's get him more involved. There's no reason that he shouldn't be getting 5, 6, 7 catches a game. All right. I know how loaded the offense is, but I don't care. Get him some catches. Get him a deep shot. Dave Wanstead always says 1 deep shot per half, at least. Let's get a deep shot to our jump ball guy once a half. Let's just see what happens. We saw it against Indy. Caleb was going deep to Rome. It's like every single week we get a new Bears team. There's no consistency. It's always different. And of course, there's going to be some adjustments. You're playing, a new team. They do things well that maybe last week's opponent didn't do well. I get that. But the difference between week to week is way too much. So I want Shane to dial it back. I want him to do his job. I want him to do well. All a smart game plan. Don't overthink it. Just play football. You have talent all over the roster because the seats are heating up. Matt Eberflus's seat is red hot right now, especially after all the, press conferences and talking this week. The seat is red hot, not just from the front office and the fans, but the players as well. The players are getting annoyed. They're getting pissed off. They're calling out the coaching staff. Wake up, play the game, and win the game. This is Chicago. The fans get loud when we lose. We hate losing. You want the fans to be quiet? You want the fans to be happy? Win games. It's that simple. Go beat Arizona this week. It's a winnable game. It's a game that you should win on paper. Get it done. That's it for today's video, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Turn on the post notifications. We're posting Monday through Friday. We're talking football. We're talking all things around the league. We're picking games. We're doing power rankings. That's it. I appreciate you guys as always. Hopefully, I will see you on Victory Monday for a big Bears win. And that's it. Bear down. We'll see you later. Peace.